Well, hello and welcome back to the Tao Manifesting Tarot. This is the tarot reading for serious tarot readers in these extremely serious times. And that's not hyperbolic whatsoever. If you look back at history, and I mean history that has some semblance of verification, that's the last 6,000 or 7,000 years. Before that, we had the Ice Age, the Younger Dryas, and then back about 12,000 years ago, it appears there were some heavy-duty civilizations all around the planet, but we don't have very much information at all to be able to decipher what they were really about. All we have is their megalithic structures. So, for reasonable precautionary considerations, we'll only go back 6,000-7,000 years, but within the 6,000 or 7,000 years, we have never been in this position. The position is we can get rid of ourselves. And there is talk about the puppet masters wanting to get rid of us. They've said so. Bill Gates has said so. Other people, the Georgia Stones, whatever they call those stones, have clearly written on them 2050. They want the population down to below 500 million. So essentially what that means is you put 10 people in a room, 9 of them have to disappear, get rid of them between now and 2050. Okay. So we are at that point where we can do that. Our air is polluted, our water is polluted, our food is polluted, our governments are polluted, our societies are polluted. We're looking at some sort of a robot kind of evolution taking place. We'll take a look at the actuaries. We're seeing that almost every country in the world, fewer and fewer pregnancies. In fact, in Japan, they haven't had a live birth in that country over the last 4 months. 4 months! Not one baby. And they're just one of several. In fact, the majority of countries in the world are suffering from this. So when you look at all of that, and you add in the possibility of maybe a nuclear war, that's possible. Yeah, it's existential. And we do know from astrology, things are changing, heavy-duty changing. We got the 5 farthest planets, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto, all changing signs coming up this year. When you have that kind of action, that kind of activity, shit happens. And you can see it, but you can also feel it. And it is existential. Is the middle class going to disappear and what remains be the equivalent of slaves to the puppet masters? Or will the masses rise up, take responsibility for a change, don't act like sheep, and decide that we're going to make a much better, fairer world for all? Don't know. Native Americans say it's a crapshoot. Oh, they didn't say that exactly. What they said is there will be some major conflagration, some war, some disaster, something like that, and out of that, we will have a choice. You want to keep it the same, or do you want to elevate? Do you want to evolve to a higher plane? And people are feeling that. You can sense it. They may not be using the words, but there's this waiting for the other shoe to drop is the best way I can put it. And they don't know if that's going to be a good thing or a bad thing. But the one thing that I draw from all of this, and it's because of the results of the last election, people want change, and change for the better. And I think they're getting close to the point of deciding they're not going to settle for less. Here in the United States, coming up in about a year and a half, July 4th, 2026, that'll be our 250th anniversary as a nation. I'm picking up that the same revolutionary spirit that we had in 1776 is on the verge of surfacing again. And no, I'm not including anybody in the coming administration. I don't think they're going to do it, and I think that's what's going to make the difference for people. People are not going to put up with much more. They're there. And it's around the world, this feeling. Much like the fog. Different discussion for another day. But the point is, and you know what? Maybe the fog is the perfect representation. People around the world are trying to see the future, but the fog, all of the politics and media stuff and all the other crap that's going on, is keeping them, like the fog is keeping us from seeing. But you know something's there, and that's my sense, that people are at that point of decision and action. This last election, some of the things that have been going on around the world, especially in Europe, tell me people are right on the brink. Are you going to stand up or are you going to surrender? So it's a critical time, and that's why we're doing the tarot reading for today. I've done tarot for over 20 years, astrology, numerology for 50. Astrology, numerology, because they're based on numbers, because they're based on cycles, you can predict. Tarot, you can't. It is the science of potential. You are that potential. You hold the key. So, as opposed to talking about unicorns and rainbows and all that other crap that most tarot readers like to do, oh, it's a feel good. A lot of astrologers like that. Oh, keep a positive attitude. Keep a positive attitude. Oh, the attitude is great. Action is what we need now. Keep the attitude, but take the next step. So, that being the case, this leads us to our reading today. The reading of potential. And by the way, if the reading doesn't, resonate with you, don't worry about it. Like I said, I've done astrology, numerology for 50, tarot for 20 years. I have discovered if you get 10 people in a room, maybe one person, maybe two will resonate. The rest won't. It's not a wasted message. There are parts and pieces that you can pick up. You can get you thinking, which is important. And if it doesn't resonate with you today, don't worry. There's tomorrow, next week, next month. I do a brand new read every day, every single day. No holidays, no nothing. You're more important to me. The time in history for humanity is more important to me. I'm going to try to do my part to lean in, to encourage you, to inspire you. The ability to manifest is what gives us the advantage over the robots. You hear about artificial intelligence? They don't have it. They got a huge database. It's expanding every day, and they got algorithms. They're trying to mimic human thought. At least make you and me believe that a computer can actually think like us. They can't. They can't manifest. You can. You have the upper hand, so use it if it resonates. So let's get to the card. Middle card is time for a nap. Shows the sliver moon, the crescent moon with the fox. Number up in the left-hand corner, 24. 2 is decision. It's always decision. Got to make something. 4, stability. So you're making a decision for stability, and you're trying to harmonize all the energy to do it. A little tricky. It's kind of like walking through a landmine field. You got to watch your step. That's why right now you need a time for a nap. It doesn't mean that you run away, you walk away, you ignore. No. It's time for turning inward. Okay? Here's the meme for today. Don't entertain negative energy. Some situations will test your patience and try to make you overreact, overthink, and respond to things that don't deserve your life force. Your attention is your power. Manifesting. Don't feed what doesn't add value to your life. Protect your energy. Manifesting. Big stuff. Heavy juju. So basically what you're doing right now, in kind of a ethereal way, spiritual way, whatever, is it's like you're hanging up a sign on the door, do not disturb. Stuff's still going on, but you need to get away. You need to separate yourself. You need that time for introspection and retrospection. So you're putting up a sign on your life, do not disturb. You're not going to entertain negative energy. So let's go all the way to the left. Here we have the Hermit card. Perfect, 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 because that's exactly where you're at. The Hermit card is solitude, introspection, seeking understanding, listening to your intuition. That's why you need to put the sign up on the door, do not disturb. I don't need the distraction. I don't need to spend time and energy on shit that doesn't matter. I don't need that. So I'm going to step out. I'm going to take time for a nap. I'm not going to stop living my life, not going to stop doing the stuff I want to do, but I'm going to be turning inward. I'm looking for something because right now the next card, 5 of Cups, tells us everything. Cups are things that we're emotionally attached to. It could be a person, could be an idea, it could be a memory. It doesn't make any difference. There's an emotional connection there. Can be good or bad, by the way. And in this case, here you have this guy looking at 3 cups that are spilled. Now there are 2 cups right alongside of him that are full. There's a bridge, and in fact, in some other cards, you see that on the other side of that bridge is a castle. That's where he wants to be. And he can get there. All he's got to do is pick up the 2 full cups, ignore the 3 that are spilled. You can't deal with them anymore, but you got 2, you got the bridge, and you got the castle. What the hell are you distracted from? Going back to our meme, don't entertain negative energy. Your attention is your power. That's why the Hermit, you need to hang up the do not disturb sign, focus inside, focus, 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 get manifesting, stand up, grab the 2 cups, cross the bridge, and get over to the castle. You can do this. Next card is the 6 of Pentacles. Pentacles are things that we value, and if you're thinking money, you're thinking cars and homes and stuff, you're full of shit. You're in trouble. Go away. Don't ever bother paying attention to this tarot reading again, because you're missing the whole point. All those things are as distractions. Let me tell you what the true values are. Love, friendship, joy, happiness. How about peace? Would you like some peace in your life? Yeah, real peace. Here's one for you. How about your time? I don't give a damn how rich you are. I don't care who you are. Doesn't make a difference. Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, Bill Gates, the assholes at the World Economic Forum. Doesn't make any difference how much money you have. Doesn't make any difference. You can't buy more time. So those are the true values. The cars, the homes, all that shit that they're taking away from the average person right now, if you take a look worldwide, that's really not a valuable deal. Shouldn't be your value system. If it is, you're playing their game, you're going to lose. And that's what the 6 of Pentacles is all about, reciprocity. You got to set up a system that has balance to it. And finally, we got the 7 of Pentacles. And the 7 of Pentacles are kind of building on the 6. They say you need patience. You need to take a look at your value system and figure out, how am I playing the game? How am I doing this? You were to buy a new car today, because the prices have gone up since 2020. Prices have just on cars has gotten out of hand. A couple of years ago, because I live in a very small town up on Lake Superior, very few people, I can walk around town, get wherever I want to do. I do walking as my daily exercise. I got rid of my car, got rid of my insurance, got rid of my maintenance. I'm probably saving about $350 to $400 or more a month. People who buy new vehicles right now are spending the average, can you believe this? The average monthly payment for cars is between $700 and $800. That's not including maintenance and the rest of the stuff that goes with it. Because remember, whatever you own owns you. It's not a freebie. You got a home, you got to maintain it. You got a car, you got to maintain it. You got a relationship, you got to maintain it. Time with the 7 of Pentacles to reevaluate. What the hell are you putting your energy into? Remember, you only get this time once. If you pass it up, You can't go back. So you got to put up on your door, do not disturb. Take a nap. Don't entertain the negative energy. Protect your energy. Manifest something positive. Reinvest. It's a new year. We have a lot to overcome and overclimb. You can do this, but you got to apply yourself. That's the reading for today. Back again tomorrow with another tarot reading. Between now and the next time you and I do this, peace and blessings.